gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, y'all. Let me know if you can hear me. We are back a little earlier today. Hold on, let me do this right quick. Let me change out this cord and put the longer one in. Well, I guess it's the same size. Okay. Well, anyway, let me know if you can hear me. She said, I can hear you. Okay, good morning. It's Friday. It's early, but I said, let me go ahead and get this live out the way because we have a lot to do today, okay? But let me change this cord because I don't want to be moving around a lot. Y'all know I'm still operating. I haven't even went in the office. I'm literally laying in my bed. Not laying, but sitting up in my bed. So we're going to do this live stream and I think we're going to do a good job or whatever. Now, this is to caveat from last night's live. I did not have the receipts because I didn't think that I needed them or whatever. But now that I have all the receipts, I understand this thing a little bit better. Okay. She says, if you felt that way, why are you here? How do you be the supporter and the mod in the chat? You are a fan. Uh, who is a mod? What are you talking about? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I think I'm reading something that give me a second. I'm reading something that who is Marlena. She said Marlena needs to be removed. What is Marlena saying? She about to lie. You always acting like Tango Eyes is the victim because you want to fuck her. So sit your lying ass down. Ooh. Marlena. Ooh, we got on the wrong side of the bed today, I see. Ooh, seems like you're a little bit mad or in your feelings or something. But nevertheless, we're going to continue on. Please ignore Marlena. Maybe she needs to learn, especially if she lives in Georgia. Maybe she needs to learn the laws and the rules. So we're just going to ignore Marlena and we're going to continue on, okay? They come over here and say those type of things when they know that you know, when they know that I'm about to like tell you what's really going on, okay? Especially when I bring the receipts. Hold on, let me set a goal. But we're not going to worry about Marlena because she stops nothing over here, okay? All right. So don't worry about Marlena. Marlena obviously is thinking about Coochie this early in the morning, okay? Maybe she's, fiending or something like that. So we're not going to worry about Marlena, okay? All right, so we're going to continue on. So why are we back here today? We are back here today because yesterday I did not have all the receipts and I misquoted or misspoke some things that I need to clarify. Now, y'all already know how I do it. If I get something wrong, I always come back out and correct it, okay? Why? Because when we know better, we do better, right? So I didn't have the receipts and that is my fault because we spoke about it yesterday. But when I saw that they was $85 and I had already heard the story, I was like, I don't need no receipts. I would just explain it as I comprehended it. Okay. However, I did not have all the receipts in front of me and I misquoted some things, misspoke some things, and I want to clarify and give you guys a brighter picture of what's going on. Now, this ain't no big deal because, um, our girl is not homeless and not gonna be homeless. But I do want to correct some things that I said yesterday. Okay. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. I have 215 watching and I only have 110 likes. So can you please step out for just a second? Hit that thumbs up button for me, please. And come on back in. Hey, Des, sweetheart. She said, I'm tuning in at work. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 2 hours early because I decided to go ahead and get it out of the way. Because we have a lot. We have a lot to do today. So I'm gonna wait till it get up to at least 185 likes. So and then we will continue the story. If not, I'll come back later. So hit that like button, please, so we can continue on. She said, we appreciate your honesty and clearing things up. Oh, no problem. You know, that's what I'm always going to do. I'm not going to come out here and say something that's not correct and then just leave y'all hanging. I'm not going to do that. Never. I'm going to correct it. Okay. So when I get up to at least 185 likes, I will continue. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I know it's going to be some haters in here that do not want to hit the like button, and that's fine. But majority of you guys, I know, are supporters, and yeah, I know you guys know what a like button is. Some people don't know what a like button is. So when we get to 185, we will continue on. I'm at 147, so we need about 40 more thumbs up on this video, and then we will continue. While we wait for the people to thumb up the video, we need about 30 more. While we wait, I do want to let you guys know that they did catch the shooter that unalived what was his name? Charlie Kirk, I think that was, or something like that. They did find him. He was a 22-year-old son of a sheriff of Utah. So his father was a sheriff for 27 years. Okay. So I'm sure he took his son out firing and practicing over the years. And they convinced him, after they recognized the picture, they convinced him along with his pastor to turn himself in. And so his father was holding him until they was able to turn him over to law enforcement. So he has now turned himself in, 22 years old. They said that guy was very smart, had a very high IQ. And before this, he was a good kid, no problem whatsoever. But apparently, he didn't like what Charlie Kirk was saying, and he unalived him. But nevertheless, they are trying to seek the death penalty for him. Okay. So yeah. She said his dad is getting the $100,000 award too. Probably will, but he dang sure turned his son in. See, Baldwin said, I knew whoever it was young. Yes, he was young because he jumped off that roof, didn't he? He jumped off that roof, but I mean, I was going to say something. I probably shouldn't say what I was going to say. So we need about five more thumbs up on the video, and we will go into the commentary about this 14K that is in the course right now. About five more thumbs up, please, and thank you. She said it seems to always be a person connected to law enforcement. Yeah, law enforcement or the military or something like that, huh? When it comes to these sharpshooters, but he was definitely a sharpshooter. Okay, so I'm at 186 thumbs up. Thank you guys so very much for helping me get there. So let's continue with this topic. All right. So last night I brought to you guys, I basically was very vague and said, hey, Briana doesn't owe this money because she was on a month to month and blah, 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 blah. So that was incorrect, you guys. She was not on a month to month. Now, when I originally spoke with someone earlier, not Briana, but someone else, I was understanding that it was a month to month. It was not a month to month. So let me explain to you guys what happened, all right? So in February of 2024, Briana went into a contract with a landlord. The contract was $2,800 a month. Okay. Now, when she went into this contract, there were some things when you first go into a home, you're supposed to do a walkthrough and you're supposed to identify some, suspicious things. Okay. So she did. And let me just put up let me just show you. Now, I can't put anything up, so I'm going to turn my camera on and just show you the photos of what she took. So let me do that. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna turn my camera on and let you guys see. All right, so y'all, I'm in my bedroom. Okay, so do y'all see that? Do y'all see the ceiling? Oh shoot. Oh, I don't see my camera. Okay, you see the ceiling, right? You see those it looks like watermarks right there or something like that. I think there's one more right there. So you see it looks like there's some type of watermarks. And let me see if you guys can see. You see like there's some type of wall damage right there where the water was creeping down. Do y'all see that? Let me know if y'all see that. It's like little ripples. It looked like it could have been some water damage, but sometimes they might try to say it's paint or whatever the case may be. But you see this already. So again, that was identified in her. And let me show you the water. Let me show you this right quick. Let me do it. Blow that up. So you see going down that wall by the vent area, it looks like there's some driblets or so going down that wall. Y'all see that? All right. So, okay. So that was identified during, excuse me, that was identified during the walkthrough move in, but it was told that it was not, hold on one second. Who sent that? Hold on. What is that? I'm sorry. Who in the world? Okay. So, anyway. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, I'll read that later. I'll read that later, okay? So anyway, but again, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So anyway, so the that was identified during the walkthrough, okay? The walkthrough that you do when you first move in, you're supposed to see things like I remember when we first moved in, our blinds were not working. You had to manually lift them up, but it wouldn't work by the little thing that you turn or something like that um, or grabbed. And so we had to let our landlord know, and they came and replaced all the blinds in the house. Now that's a good landlord. And one of the eyes on our stove wasn't working, and we let the landlord know, and they came and replaced it. Like when you paying the type of rent that I pay, you know. I expect things to get done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not moving into no place that I have to sit here and, have to compromise on this or that or whatever the case may be. So they replace things. We got the dishwasher replaced. We got the stove top replaced. We got quite a few things replaced. The blinds replaced when we moved in because it was not in a working condition. Okay. And you should do a walkthrough. You should do a walkthrough, and you are a tenant. So if you plan on taking care of someone home like it's your own, when something break down or something doesn't look right, you contact the landlord, and it's their responsibility to make things right. So anyway, she identified the things on the ceiling with him, and he assured her that it was no big deal, that it was all taken care of, whatever the case may be. That's all documented. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So the lease was for $2,800 and it was for 18 months. The lease ran from February 12th of 2024 to August the 31st of 2025. That is a roughly 18-month lease, a year and a half lease. Okay. All right. So things were going well. But in May of this year, the 2025, he contacted Bree. Now in May, now the lease was due to be over in August. So May, June, July, August. So 3 months before the lease is due to be over, It was that 3 months, May, June, July, August. Yes. He let her know that he had an in his taxes, increase in his taxes, and he wanted to go up to $3,100. He told her about it. Now, I'm going to read the text message where he actually told her about the increase. Okay. All right. Let me get to that one. Give me a second because a lot of this is important. Not just one text message, but several. Hold on. Okay. So he asked her, well, okay, let me just say this. So he says, I have a tax increase with $200 per month. I could do it for 3,000. Let me know. All I request is tell me upfront. Then I could have planned. Okay, that was after the fact. So anyway, he actually, she said it still wasn't an eviction. It's not an eviction. So let me just put that out first of all. It's not an eviction. It was filed incorrectly. It is not an eviction. Let's just get that out there first. It's not an eviction. Is an eviction is when you are going to the court and asking for ownership of your property back, or not even ownership, but territory of your property. You're asking for your property back. So it is not an eviction. It is absolutely not an eviction. He filed it up under an eviction incorrectly. Okay, it is not an eviction. All right. So anyway, in May, he told her that he had an increase in taxes and he wanted to raise the rent. Now, let me just say this. In the lease, the type of lease that it is, a tenant, excuse me, a landlord does have the right to increase the rent. Okay. They do. But you have to agree to the rent increase. If you don't agree to the rent increase, then you move out at the end of your term. He brung it up to Briana saying that there will be a rent increase of $300 up to $3,100 in at the end of August, so September the 1st. She was like, "Whoa, I don't know about that. Let me check my finances and get back with you." Now, the lease also has an automatic renewal where if you don't move out or you don't give 60-day notice, it automatically renews. But please understand an automatic renewal is an automatic renewal of what the lease already currently says. So the automatic renewal, you can't ask for an increase and expect an automatic renewal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when he told Bree about the increase, when she said she needed to check her finances and find out and get back with him, he wanted her to move immediately. Now, this is in May of 2025. He asked her, well, I want you to vacate immediately. She explained to him that I can't vacate because I have children in school and this is a last minute thing. I can't just do this. Finances, school kids, blah, 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 blah. I can't make a last minute decision like this, so fast. So he said, okay, no problem. However, there's going to be an increase of $300. And basically, I need to know, are you okay with that? She said, let me check my finances and I will get back with you. Okay. When she checked her finances, she responded to him saying, now it did take a little time for her to get back with him. And she got back with him saying, I'm not going to be able to do the increase. She says, I'm okay with continuing paying $2,800 a month and I will sign another 12-month lease, or I can give a 60-day notice and move out by October the 31st, or I can go to a month to month for $2,800 a month. Okay? The landlord refused all three. Again, I'm going to give you all three options that Briana told him that she can do, that she was not going to be able to do the increase. She says, I can do another lease for 12 months at 2,800. I can give you a 60-day notice and move out by October the 31st. Or I could go month to month for 2,800 a month. The landlord told her no. He says, I need you out by the 31st of August. Okay? He says, but since you gave me a late notice because I was under the understanding that you were going to accept the increase, right? He said, I planned on you accepting the increase. Okay? When she said, let me check my finances and I'm going to get back with you, he automatically assumed that was a yes. Okay? He automatically assumed that she was going to agree to the increase. When she came back and said, I'm not going to agree to the increase, but here are the other options, he starts saying things like, I already planned for it. This is going to hurt me. I have a daughter in college. She has admission fees due and this, that, and the other. Briana responded back saying, I'm sorry about your daughter's situation. Here's the options. Okay. So, with that being said, he did not accept any of her options. He says no to the month to month, no to the 60 days and move out in October, and no to another 12-month lease of 2,800. He says, I want you out by August the 31st, but I want you to pay for August and September. Briana says, I'm okay with being out by August the 31st, but I am not going to pay September's rent if I am not living here. He says the September rent is for her penalty of not giving a 60-day notice. Okay? That's supposed to be in her penalty for not giving a 60-day notice, right? So, under the Georgia law, you cannot do that. You cannot give a penalty for that amount, for the money. Now, mind you, he has her $2,800 deposit. Okay, he has her $2,800 deposit, but you cannot penalize someone and tell them that they have to pay for a month of rent that they are not living there. That's per Georgia law, and I'm going to tell you that in a minute. Okay. So now she did not agree to pay the September's rent. So anyway, she ended up moving and handing over the keys and getting the electricity turned off in August. Okay. Now, this is what he is saying. He's saying because she got the lights and everything turned off in August, and not kept it on for the month of September. He's saying that it caused some damages to the property. Okay, so now, mind you, he wants September's rent that he is not owed, and I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a minute. But on top of that, he did not do. Briana asked him to do a tenant move out inspection. He did not do a tenant move out inspection, which in the state of Georgia, you have 3 business days to do a move out inspection. He did not do a move out inspection, okay, at all. At all. Now, he's trying to claim damages, saying that due to the disconnection in the utilities, okay, that it caused some damages. He is asking for damages for a fixed leak in the hallway, damages to the drywall and roof damages, and deep cleaning of $4,300, $4,350. He's wanting to charge her that. Again, it's fixed leakage in the hallway, in the ceiling, and damages to the drywall and the roof damages and deep cleaning of $4,350. He want color damages to the paint for the wall and the door trim and the ceiling of $6,880. So he wants her to paint the ceiling and the walls, the door trim, okay? And he is also asking for $500 for leftover furniture. He called it bulk trash and cleaning service. That's $500. And then he's charging her $300 for the having the utility connection charge, for having the utility turned back on. So he is asking for $2,800 in September's rent and $12,030 in damages. The damages again is fix the roof, fix the drywall, paint the entire home condo, door trim, the ceiling, remove leftover furniture, which is $500, and a utility connection, which is $300. So he basically wants her to pay for the damaged roof that she identified when she first moved in. He wants he wants her to pay for the entire condo paint, for the wall, the trim, the door, the ceiling, all of that. He wants Briana responsible and to pay for it. And he says basically it is due because the electricity was turned off. Okay, that's what he's claiming. Now let me continue. Let me continue. So with that being said, let me get into some of these text messages. All right. So Brianna answered him, right? And I think I read that the other day. And she's basically saying, I paid my rent. I offered him an option to extend for another 12 months at the current rent. I offered him an option to go month to month at the current rent. And I offered him an option of 60 days and allow me to move out in October. He refused all three, but he is telling the courts that she has caused him a loss, a great loss, because she did not give proper notification of moving. Okay. All right. She said, when I left a stair in my apartment, when I moved out, I was charged for a cleaning fee of $750 in Memphis. Okay, yeah. So she had the house professionally cleaned. Okay, she had it professionally cleaned. And she asked for a walkthrough inspection, and he did not provide her one. Now, let's talk about the state of Georgia laws. Now, did Brianna give a proper notification? Okay, we're gonna ask. We're going to go down the rabbit hole of what she did right, what she could have done better, what the landlord did right, and what the landlord could have done better, and what the law says. We're going to talk about what the law says because I had to pull out the damn what the law says. Okay. All right. So hold on. Let me get to it right quick. Now, the reason why I'm operating off a laptop, I mean, an iPad and my phone. So bear with me. Okay. Bear with me. All right. Hold on. I'm sorry. Give me a second. All right. So again, Brianna was on a fixed lease term. Okay. Fixed term lease, which ended August the 31st, unless it was renewed. A 60-day notice was required, and it was supposed to be given by June the 30th to avoid month to month renewal. However, an automatic renewal equals same amount rent, not higher rent, unless a new lease is signed. So he was supposed to generate a new lease if he thought Brianna was supposed to go up to $3,100. Okay. Now he is saying that she told him verbally that she was okay with the 3,100. She's saying no, she didn't. She said she'll get back with him. Okay. So now that's her word against his because it's not in right. It is in right. Oh, hold on, let me take that back. It is in writing that she says, let me check my finances, but it's not in writing that she said that she was okay with the increase. Okay. She said, let me check my finances. But he said that she told him verbally Nevertheless, a new lease was not initiated. Okay. So an automatic renewal, which he's saying, I thought it was supposed to be an automatic renewal when you did not give me a notice to vacate for 60 days. Okay. When the automatic renewal equaled the same amount of rent, not higher. So if he thought that she was going to be going up to 3,100, it is the landlord's responsibility to put that in writing. He was supposed to draft up another lease for 3,100. You can't automatically assume that someone is going to continue a lease. And he even thought the automatic renewal, because in the lease it does says if you don't put in a 60-day notice, it does go into automatic renewal. It does say that. And he thought that it was going into automatic renewal. But what he failed at is an automatic renewal equals the same amount of rent that you already, the same amount of rent, the same term and everything. An automatic renewal is I'm staying for another 18 months at the current rent. So he failed to put in writing the $3,100 a month rent. Now he says that it was verbalized. There is a receipt where Briana shows that she told him that she has to check her finances. Okay. And apparently, after checking her finances, she says she wasn't going to be able to do the 3,100 and she offered the other three options and he declined all three. Okay. Now, there is a receipt that early on that Briana said to him, you asked me in May to move out early. And she told him moving with 6 kids that fast wasn't feasible and that she would stay until her lease end. Now, Briana has several text messages to him where she emphasized, I'm just going to continue out my term and continue out my lease terms that ends on August the 31st. There is several text messages where that stated that she has uploaded to the courts. I plan on leaving August the 31st. I plan on leaving August the 31st. Okay, several text messages. All right. This proved that he was already planning to let her go. He asked her to leave in May, which means it proves that he was already planning to let her go. So later, when he says that she gave him short notice, that's not true because even 3 months before that, he was trying to get her to leave in May. All right. And in May, she told him that she was going to stay until August. Okay. Now, the landlord messaged her saying that he had a tax increase, which caused a rent increase. He proposed 3,100. Later, he says, "Okay, well, I can offer you 3,000." He was acting like that was a compromise by giving her $100 off. All right. Again, Briana said, "Let me check my finances, and I will get back with you." Right here is where a lot of people fall. You have to understand that. You feel pressured when you have kids, especially kids in school, especially the amount of kids that Briana has, right? When a landlord tell you that he wants you to move because he's doing an increase, he knows you're a single parent. He knew she was a single mom. He knew she had 6 kids. I'm thinking that this man automatically assumed that she was gonna stay because who wants to move? They look at the stability of your children, the stability of your family, the school that you're in. So he assumed that Briana was gonna say yes because 6 children, uprooting, finding somewhere else, possibility of having to pay more. He automatically assumed that she was going to say yes to the increase. But Briana did not rush her answer. Most people would have folded and said, yes, I'll go ahead and pay the increase. Why? Because moving is a headache. No one wants to move, really, right? No one want you get comfortable and you say, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and pay the increase because I don't want to have to uproot my children. I see people in the comments saying, uh she's a single parent. I thought she was with Janelle. Single parent mean that she is unmarried and she does not live with the father. A single parent mean that you're unmarried. I thought people knew that already. So I don't, y'all, okay, y'all don't know that. Let me explain that right quick. Hold on. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that people didn't know that you're considered a single parent if you are not married. I didn't think they didn't know that. Okay. So I'm sorry that I have to inform you of that. But a single parent means that you are not married. Not that you don't have a boyfriend or you don't have a companion. A single parent just means that you are not married. Okay? That's all. That's not that big of a deal. Y'all don't have to hide them for saying that. Now, if they get downright disrespectful, yes, get them out. But I'm assuming this person didn't know. And you have to understand who we're dealing with. So a lot of them just don't know. They didn't finish school. Some of them dropped out in the fifth grade, or some of them was taught by their, I don't know, their pimp or something or whatever. So a lot of them don't know all of this, and it's okay that they stay and learn this. Okay. So some of them did not know that a single parent meaning that you are not married. Okay. And it's okay. Those questions are okay. I understand. Everybody didn't receive the same education. Some people had to go to work, whether it was in a cotton field, chop cotton, pick cotton, or something like that or whatever. So it's okay. We do have some people in here that didn't make it. They didn't make it all the way through school and damn sure don't have no degrees. So it's okay that we educate them that a single parent does not mean that you don't have a boyfriend or you're not with the kid's father. It just clearly means that you are unmarried. Okay. All right. So Janelle is a single father and Briana is a single mom. They are not married. Robert is a single father. Okay. So when you are not married, again, that means that you are a single. Okay. All right. When you go to vote or do your taxes, matter of fact, not vote, but do your taxes, they're going to ask you, are you single or are you married? So if you put single and if you have children, that makes you a single parent, not a married parent, not a widowed parent, but a single parent. Okay. All right. So let's move on. I didn't think that that was needed justification, but given the people that we're dealing with. Anyway. So again, so let me get back to where I was. Missed my place. I didn't think that I needed to go over that, but I get it, y'all. All right. So again, an automatic renewal. If he indeed thought that since you didn't give me a 60-day notice, I thought it was going to automatically renew. That would be fine if it automatically renew, but an automatic renewal is at the same rent price, not higher. So he failed to put the rent at 3,100. Even if he thought she agreed, he did not put it at 3,100. So he was in the wrong. Okay. So that is important. If your lease says automatic renewal, it doesn't give your landlord a free pass to raise the rent unless you agree in writing. And let me say this, not a text message, not a verbal over the phone. You know what I'm saying? In writing. You have to agree in writing to the rent increase. So you can't just assume that you're going to have an automatic renewal, but then the rent increase. Automatic renewal equals same rent, not higher. All right. Now again, let's continue. Where were we? Again, Briana did put this in writing. She says, I'll give you these three options: month to month at 2,800, new lease at 2,800, or a 60-day notice, move out October the 31st. Okay. What Briana offered him was fair. It was fair and it was legal. Okay. She was still willing to pay the rent and work with him. She wasn't being difficult. She wasn't being entitled. She was literally giving him choices. And this is where the landlord started playing games with her. Okay. He says, no, please vacate by August the 31st, but still pay August plus September's rent. Okay. Now, what he tried to do, he rejected all three of her offers. He chose to have her leave at the lease end. That was his decision, not hers. And he tried to charge her September rent as a penalty. Now, this is where it went from a business conversation to straight up financial manipulation. You can't tell someone to leave and then bill them for a month that they are not living there. Now, if you are uneducated and if you are under pressure and if you fold to manipulation, you would have paid it. You would have paid the $2,800 in September where you wasn't even living there. You would have done that. Bree did not. Bree did not. Because obviously, Briana knows her rights. Now, some people don't. And they would have folded through. That's why a lot of people get manipulated, okay? Because they would have just saw that this landlord and said, oh, he's giving me a break. I'm just going to pay the 28 and move on. Those people will get got every time. Legally, he cannot do that. Legally, he cannot do that, okay? All right? Then here comes the emotional and psychological play that he tried on her via text message. I trusted you. You put me in trouble. My daughter college admission is due. He tried to guilt trip her, pull at her emotions, and make her feel bad because she wasn't willing to accept the increase. He felt like she was going to do it after she said, let me check my finances. But let me check my finances is not, I will do it. Okay? He tried to play again. He tried to play her emotions. He tried to what we call play on her top. He tried to guilt trip her. Okay? But then when Briana started responding with legal jargon, he comes back with the, I know you're using Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is not going to save you. Okay? Listen, when he noticed that Briana was calm and professional, she didn't get irate. She didn't get emotional. She didn't go off on him. She didn't take the bait. She didn't blow up or any of that. That's when he accused her of using ChatGPT. Why? Because he wasn't getting the emotional reaction that he wanted. As a single mother, a lot of people probably would have got emotional. But when Briana came back professionally, he says, I know you're using ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is not going to save you. Okay? Which I find to be crazy. And I'm pretty sure the judge is going to look at that as well. But nevertheless, all right. So let's get to the move out date. Briana paid her August rent. She moved out. She returned the keys by August the 28th. She requested a inspection of the house. He didn't say, I need to do an inspection or walkthrough with you before the end. She requested it via text message. She requested it, the inspection, and never got one. Via Georgia law, a landlord must inspect within 3 business days. Must. Must. Within 3 business days, they must provide a written list of damages before deducting deposit. Failure to do so is a forfeit right to claim damages from the deposit, which means because he didn't do the inspection, he cannot claim damages from the deposit, which means he got to give her damn deposit back. He didn't do his part. He wasn't coming from a professional landlord perspective. He didn't do his due diligence. One, he did not put it in writing that the contract was going to go up to 3,100. His failure. He talking about, I trusted you. Bullshit. When it comes down to contracts, it ain't about trust me. It's about what's written down in writing. Okay? I trusted you. I believed it in you, whatever the case. Okay? Right? This is huge. If your landlord doesn't give you an inspection report on time, they usually in court lose the right to come after you for normal damages. He failed. You can't call yourself a landlord and take shortcuts. He failed as a landlord to do what he was supposed to do. Now you want to come back later and say, oh, you damaged the roof, you damaged the wall, you damaged the ceiling, you damaged the paint, you damaged the trim, you damaged the door. No, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay? So the landlord in court, the court filing, the landlord is asking for possession of the home. He already has possession. That's why it's not an eviction. This man, now I'm gonna say this again. I'm not being racist. Please don't take it as such, but he is Indian descent. This Indian man is asking for possession of the home. This is the court filing, you guys. He's asking for possession of his home. He already has it. So right there, he went in wrong. He claimed $2,800 rent owed and claimed 12,000 plus in damages. This looked retaliatorial, okay? Like a way to punish her for standing her ground. And this is why so many tenants feel scared to fight back because landlords will drag you to court even when you did everything right. The Georgia law states 60 days landlord have to give you, 30 days the tenant. However, in his lease, he did say 60 days for move out, but 60 days or automatic renewal. When she didn't give the 60 days, he thought that it was going to be automatic renewed. But what he failed to do is put the increase in there because if it was going to be automatic renewed, which she agreed to, it has to be at the same terms unless a new agreement is signed. So because he failed to get a new agreement, that is not Briana's fault. That's his fault. That's his fault. Okay? That is his fault. Lesson learned to this landlord. Don't take someone saying, let me take a look at my finances as a definite. When she said, let me take a look at my finances, that was not agreeing to the increase. Now, he said she agreed verbally over the phone. She's saying, no, she did not. So now at that point, it's his word against hers. But she has receipts where she continued from the time in May when he said that there was going to be an increase to August. She continued to say she will only pay the 2,800 after she said, let me take a look at my finances. Okay. So he came to her 90 days before the end of her lease and tried to increase. She said, let me take a look at my finances. She never agreed. He assumed when she told him August the 2nd that she would not do the increase. He grew angry. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Knowing the laws can save you thousands of dollars. All right. This is why you just can't just go with whatever the landlord says. You have to know your rights. All right. You have to know your rights. You have to put things in writing. It is the landlord's responsibility to put things in writing. Okay. The landlord's responsibility. All right. Now, Briana is asking for him to show damages. Show where she caused these damages. Again, I showed y'all the ceiling. It got like the little ripple in it, like there was some type of rain damage or some type of water damage to the ceiling. This man is asking for her to fix the ceiling, fix the leak repair. He has to prove line by line where the paint is her problem. That is a normal wear and tear of a place that someone has lived in for 18 months. Cleaning, she got it clean, right? But the landlord's responsible unless the house was trashed. He did not upload no photos, but Briana has photos of what the house was left looking like, okay? Now, there was a couch left in the house. At worst, she may have to pay the $500 for them having to remove the couch, okay? All right? She may have to pay that. But the leak repair, he must prove that she caused the leak repair to the ceiling. And how she do that, I don't know. Maybe she climbed up on top and start twerking or something. You know, who knows? All right, he might say that. You know what I mean? But he has to prove that she caused the roof to leak, the ceiling to leak. Okay. Um, $12,000 number is inflated. Let me tell you what he did. He didn't even do an inspection to see what damages. He had a renovation specialist come in and say, how can you get this back rent ready? And the renovation inspection report just did an itemized estimate of what it would take for him to do the work. Okay? He uploaded the estimate, the itemized estimate from the renovation specialist, a worker, or whatever you want to call them. And let me just pull that up again. The man put on here, let me pull it up right quick. It is exhibit, let me see, it's exhibit this one. Okay. He says, to fix the leak in the hall, fix the drywall and the roof damages and a deep cleaning, I'll charge you $43.50. To paint the walls and for the paint and to paint the walls and the door trim and the ceiling, I'll charge you $68.80. To take the left furniture out, okay, I'll charge you $500. And for the utility connection, that'll be about $300. That's how he got the damages, okay? The name of the place is Just Jonas Renovation LLC. He just had a renovation company come in and give him a quote, okay? But let me read what he says on here. Total damages, September 2025, rent, 2,800. Damages incurred so far. Now, he says so far, meaning so far, meaning that there may be more. He says damages not assessed due to the disconnection of the utilities, the appliances, plumbing, the AC, the heating, they're not assessed yet. So he's trying to say, I may come back later and charge for appliances, plumbing, the AC, the heating. Okay. But he's saying also the lease has auto renewal clause if both parties do not give a required 60-day notice, which is the call clause in the lease. Well, excuse me. He says also the lease has auto renewal clause if both parties do not give required 60-day notice, which causes lease to renew for 18 months. If the lease is broken, the tenant will owe entire lease period rent. Since the tenant has not provided enough required 60-day notice, I am unable to rent immediately and request to tenant bear the losses. So he's requesting the tenant, Briana, to bear the losses until he is able to rent it out again. And he said he want those amounts to be determined. Okay, so he's actually saying because he's not able to rent it again, he says, I am unable to rent immediately. Would request the tenant to bear the losses until the rent amount is to be determined. Let me tell you what the judge is going to say on this one. The fact that he said the lease is automatic, supposed to be an automatic renewal if they don't give a 60-day notice. Briana actually has receipts that she says that she will continue month to month. Same amount. She would continue. She would sign a 12 months lease for the same amounts, or she would give a 60-day notice and move in October. He rejected those. The judge is going to be like, sir, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. So again, oh, this price is different. Okay, so now this price, I went down a little bit further and it says fixed the leak, drywall, fixed damages, wall damages, deep cleaning, 4350, touch up to the paint, 1050, and then full condo interior paint, including the door trim, baseboards, wall, and something else. 6880. Okay, that's what the 12,000 came up to. So a full condo interior paint. He want her responsible for all of that shit. You hear me? All of that shit for 68.50. Okay? I mean 68.80. So nevertheless, Brianna has her receipts. This is, in my opinion, a slumlord. But anyway, I told y'all what I was gonna break it down and tell y'all. Basically, in my opinion, he tried to play on her top. He absolutely thought that she was not going to seek legal representation. She was not going to look further into it. He thought that she would fold under pressure of having to move. No one wants to move. He knew that she had a lot of kids. He knew that she just had babies. And he thought that he can just get an extra $300 a month out of her and that she was not going to fight back. He did not think that she was going to say no to the increase. Now, let's talk about the increase, okay? Because I did hear some people that was doing this commentary say that if she's a baller, she should have just paid the money that they would have paid it, okay? That's why these people don't have degrees, don't have decent jobs, don't have decent lives and shit like that, okay? Because they just accept what people say to them, okay? All right, a $300 increase is significant. That's $3,600 a year. Brianna was not willing to step outside of her budget. Now, one thing that we know about Brianna is that she budgets. That's why she shops at Walmart. That's why she shops at Target. That's why she shops at these other stores that people pick at her for doing, right? But you don't see her getting evicted because she stays within her means. Okay. No matter how much money she makes, a person set aside how much they willing to pay for their rent or mortgage or whatever the case may be, right? Now, and another thing, she was living in a townhome. She didn't think that 3,100 it was worth $3,100. She probably looked and saw what other properties were going for, and she probably said, "Yeah, no, I'm not paying the 3,100. Yeah, I was living here for 18 months. It was good while it lasted, but I'm looking at other rental properties around the area." And I can do better than this. She wasn't willing to go up to the 3,000s. That doesn't mean that she is broke or struggling. It means that she wants to stay within her budget. A lot of people don't budget. I budget. Believe it or not, Jay and I have a budget. Okay. And has had one for years. And I mean years. We've been together for over 17 years. I'm sure at least 15 years of our relationship, we have had a budget. Okay. So we budget. A lot of people don't budget, and that's why they broke. Okay. That's why they can't fly out the country. That's why they can't go on vacations. That's why they can't give their kids experience. Okay. $300 is not a chump change per month. Okay. That's $3,600 a year. Many families choose to move to avoid overpaying. It's not about being broke, it's about being financially smart. Saying no to a rent increase is not a sign of poverty. It is a sign that you value your budget, okay? All right, I heard the haters say that, oh, she was entitled, she's being difficult, or she just don't have the money. I heard some say that, y'all, okay? The receipt shows that Brianna was respectful. The receipt shows that Brianna paid her rent. The receipt shows that Brianna gave the landlord options. And the receipt shows that Brianna honored her full 18-month lease. Okay? But the haters don't care about facts. They just want to see a young woman fail so they can laugh. Okay? But what they call entitlement, I call standing on business. Brianna Battle stood on business against a landlord that tried to play on her top. that tried to play with her emotions as a single mother of 6 children. Okay? Now let's talk about the likely outcome of this case. And yes, I will be coming back and giving y'all an update. The possession request will be dismissed. She does not have his home. It will be dismissed as an eviction because she does not have his home. She does not have his home. Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. I had a phone call that came in and it was important. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, please. I had a phone call. Y'all know I'm on my phone, honey. You know I got to do the ghetto style until I get back into my grand office. Let me know if y'all can hear me so I can continue. Let me know right quick. Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay, okay. I just saw the thumbs up. Okay. All right. So the likelihood of this case, one, the eviction, the handover my property will be dismissed, 100% dismissed. She does not have his property. He's an asshole, or maybe he's, just like them people that be breaking down shit and don't know how to read or whatever. All right. So that would be dismissed. Okay. Let me go back up right quick. I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I go out of this, I lose my train of thought. So I want to go by line by line. Okay, hold on. Um. Okay. The likelihood of outcome of the court, the possession request will be dismissed. September rent claim will be denied. The landlord waived that by forcing her out by the move out date, okay, August the 31st. That will be denied. Damages will be thrown out or reduced because of no inspection report. Now, I already said that they may charge her for the $500. They want to say it costs $500 to get a couch removed. They may charge her that. But Briana will likely owe zero from court because they'll probably keep her deposit, which I think he did keep her deposit. Let me see right quick. Hold on. Hold on. But again, so she will probably owe zero. The landlord will not win this one. The landlord would not win this one. Unfortunately, he did not do business in a professional manner. The landlord did not get a renewed lease of the increased amount. In May, the man said he was going to go up when she actually sold. Um, oh, shit. Okay. So this motherfucker, he kept the $2,800 deposit all fucking ready. Wow. He kept he kept the deposit and sent a itemized deduction list already. So he kept the deposit and sent a list of what she owed for the deposit, what the deposit ate up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, for this and for this, for that. So the nigga done already kept 2,800, want an additional 2,800, and want an additional 12,000. Exactly. Exactly. So anyway, this landlord girl. The judge is so I don't think that she will owe anything. If anything, he may owe her some money back. Cause this ninja kept the $2,800 deposit and called himself already deducting shit from the deposit, but now trying to sue her from damages. Okay. So again, this shit it gets worse, y'all. It get worse. So anyway, I don't, in my opinion, this shit would get tossed out with the baby's bathwater. Okay. This ninja is crazy. I ain't know he kept the damn deposit. This nigga stupid. So in May, there is confirmation that, and there is receipts that in May, he asked her to pay the increase or move in May. When she said that she couldn't move in May and that she needed to check her finances, he assumed that because she could not move, that there was an agreement with the 3,100 increase. He never put it in writing, you guys. He never put it in writing. And I heard Krisha have the audacity to say that the landlord was patient with her. That's why people like Krisha get taken advantage of. Wait a minute. Candy said, and want her to put the lights and electricity back in her name until the new tenant moved in. Yes, he asked her until I get a new tenant, can you keep the lights in your name, the electricity in your name? And she says, no, I do not want to have the electricity in two properties or whatever. Yes, he asked her to keep. So Krisha had the audacity to say, Krisha, she said, Amora, what does Georgia law regarding security deposits say? If it's determined that she's not responsible for damages, will she get double? Will she get double to deposit amount? What do you mean? Will she get the double the deposit amount? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you say that again, Miss Susie? I'm not understanding what you're asking. When you said, will she get the double deposit amount? I'm not sure. She's not going to get more than what's owed to her. But the fact that he kept her deposit, I believe that the judge is going to say, take out the damn furniture part and give her the rest of her money because the damages that he's claiming, she is not responsible for that shit. You are not responsible for painting the. Hold on, let me just see before I say that. Now, everywhere I went, we was not responsible. But let me ask right quick. Hold on. And I'm asking per Georgia law because Georgia might be different. Are you responsible for painting interior? Now, actually, I just thought about something. So we were responsible in one of the places, but only because we asked to paint the walls a different color, and they said yes. But when you move out, you had to repaint it back to the original color. So we were responsible in one of the places that we did rent. I forgot about that, but that was so long ago, and that was in Columbia, South Carolina, and we was only there for my captain's career course. But because we didn't like the paint of the wall, it was pure white, and we wanted it kind of beige looking. And they just wanted us to paint it back pure white when we moved. And so we did that. I do remember that. So anyway, I just looked up, are you responsible for painting the entire interior. It says in Georgia, interior paint is almost always the landlord's responsibility as part of a normal wear and tear, unless you cause unusual damages or violated the lease by changing the paint color. See the same. It's the same. So unless Briana painted the damn whole, which we did, we had someone come in and paint the whole apartment that we was living in. We had them paint the whole. I hated white. I can't stand white paint, and I can't even stand looking at it, to be honest with you. So we did have the whole apartment painted, and we had to have the whole apartment repainted. But we already knew that, and already had money set aside for it. So again, it is almost always the landlord's responsibility as part of normal wear and tear, unless you cause unusual damages or violate the lease by changing the paint color. Okay. So, um, what the fuck? So then no. No. Was that your question? Was that your question? I think that was your question. So she's not responsible for the paint. Was that your question? I can't even remember what your question. She said, Amor, do you think that he intentionally filed that under eviction so it would go on her record against getting another place down the road? Yes, Kimberly, I do. That's exactly why he did that. But it's not going to stick. So, but he was expecting Briana to fold. He was expecting Briana to do what Creisha would have done, because Creisha said she would have just paid the money and moved on. So they play on people like that. People that lack intelligence, that don't know how to fight for their rights, don't know how to read regulations, guidelines, codes, and shit like that, don't know nothing about contracts. They play on your top and they do expect you to fold. They expect you to not know. They already think black people don't read, and most of us don't. Okay? Let's just be honest. Most of us don't. We rely on other people like landlords that tell us what's the rules. We dumb people, which I'm not calling Creisha dumb, but the fact that she is saying that she would have just signed it, it indicates that she is dumb. Let's just call her dumb a dumb. You call her dummy a dummy. Call a spade, right? But they expect you, black people, come on, black people, I'm talking to my black people now. They expect us to just fold under pressure, under emotions. They know we're scared of court. I'm not scared of court. Some people are scared of court or whatever, don't like going to court. So they fold, they agree, they get taken advantage of all the time. So my thing to you guys, don't do this. Be a Briana. Push back. Know your rights. Keep a paper trail. Briana has every receipt, communication with this man. She has some that she didn't even upload that further says that she was not in the wrong. Okay? At 33 years old, Briana has more sense than most people on this internet that's fighting against her. The ones that did all these videos and this, that, and the other saying that, oh, I would have just paid the payment. Those are the dumb ones. Those are the ones that would get taken advantage of because they don't read. Somewhere down the line, someone did not teach them to read, to find the code, find your rules, find your laws. And Briana did so. Briana will win this case hand down. Now, let me say this. The judge may say, landlord, keep the $500 for the furniture that was left in the home, but give her motherfucking remaining of her deposit back. Okay? Now I can almost assure that this will be the outcome. I looked at every receipt. I looked at every receipt, and I am 100% confident that Briana is in the right. Okay? She's 100% in the right. The man kept her deposit, wants to charge her for September. She gave him options. The man told her to leave. And now he want to turn around and call 60 days and blah, 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 blah. Ninja, please. Okay? Now, for those content creators that said, I would have just paid the money. He was more than patient with her. He was the level-headed. Briana was entitled. They don't know what entitled means. These people believe that you're supposed to lay down and let people like this landlord walk all over you. Unfortunately, they will be taken advantage of for the rest of their lives. They will be taken advantage of for the rest of their lives. She says, I don't have a degree, but I can read and will read it several times to get a full understanding. That's right, Lisa. You don't have to have a degree to read. You're absolutely right. But I said that to say, because they always say she don't have degrees. So I'm assuming her degrees helped her out in this situation, okay? Or just basic common sense. Briana is not as dumb as these people think that she is. Briana has a good business mind, and Briana knows how to read. But I want to go a little further in a few minutes. But let me stick to this right quick because I'll get to that in a minute. But these people, oh, I just would have paid that $300. I would have just did it. She's broke. Signifies that she's broke. No, maybe she thought that it wasn't worth it. See, they would have paid the 300 because they don't have the intelligence to fight back. They don't know how to negotiate. I would not have paid the 300. You ain't just gonna. I'm gonna move in, and all of a sudden you're gonna in May tell me $300 a move. $300 increase a move because your taxes went up. $300 a move. You understand what I'm saying? And then he gonna tell her to move immediately in May. He wanted her to move in May. They was in contract until August. She fulfilled the contract. And this joker gonna say, "Well, you could have gave me notice." Da 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 da. Nigga, you thought I was about to pay you $3,100 because I said, "Let me check my finances." She checked her finances and said, "Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I want to stick with my budget." She wanted to maintain her budget. Do you want to know how much $300 can get you, honey? $300 that can buy all of her kids' clothes each month. That could pay for some parts of her grocery bill. $300 ain't no chump change. She has 6 kids to feed. Formula ain't cheap. She's not on WIC. Diapers ain't cheap. She's not on welfare. Diapers, formula, clothes, shoes. Her boys grow out of shit real fast in a hurry. $300 is not chump change. And she has to pay all of her kids' insurance, even Momo's. $300 ain't no chump change. Okay? So all I'm saying is just because she didn't want to go up on her budget does not mean she broke. It means that she's financially smart. Financial smarter than all those over there that said that they would have just gave this Indian man the $300. And I'm just saying that because they're known to try to get over on your fucking ass. And if y'all, child, stop playing with me. My landlord is Asian, and I love my landlord. I love my landlord. When we tell them that something is not right in the house, they fix it. I'm talking about everything. Everything. We pay $4,500 a month. You think they want to play with us? Do you think they want to play with us? Cause baby, $4,500 and you ain't gonna fix the microwave. You ain't gonna fix the dishwasher. You ain't gonna fix the refrigerator. You ain't gonna fix the stove. Cause baby, they'll be looking for another 10. 4,500 is probably in the top tier, 1% of people paying rent. A lot of people ain't paying what we pay. Okay? A lot of people ain't renting for that amount. You're gonna fix it. And guess what? We don't even fuss. We don't argue. We don't say, we put in a request. She says, no problem. Our tenant lives in Canada, and has never pushed back on nothing that we have asked for. Why? Because we pay our rent on time and we make sure her house is immaculate. We have a house cleaner, we have pest control, we have a lawn maintenance service. We treat the house like it's our own. We are damn good tenants, baby. Damn good tenants. So if we ask for something to be fixed, if it's broken, she's getting it fixed. No hesitation whatsoever. Okay? Now, if you have a slam lord or whatever that don't want to get shit fixed, it would behoove you to move and find you a landlord that's going to appreciate you for taking care of their home and paying their mortgage, because that's exactly what you're doing. You are paying their mortgage. We are helping our landlord pay her mortgage. She loves us. And let me tell you something. I don't want to make this about me, but I do want to say this. When we moved in, we was in they it was, oh my God, if you're a realtor, you know what I'm talking about. It was rental wars out there, right? Where they would get like 10 to 12 different applications for a home. It was a tenant or an applicant that was willing to pay more than what we were paying, the 4,500, because they wanted the home so bad. They wanted the pool, they wanted the space and everything. She chose us because we were military. And she said, one thing I know about military people, they're very well disciplined and they take care of your shit. Now, not all military people do that, but she know that we're officers, okay? Because you get them lower enlisted, they'll tear your motherfucking shit up. Don't let no lower enlisted rent your shit. But anyway, but she know that we take pride in what we have, okay? We and then as we was moving in, she came over to visit and she saw our furniture and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I already know y'all are going to take care of our home. I already know y'all going to take care of our home." Okay? She already knew it. So again, when we say this has broken or this broke, no hesitations whatsoever. She sends someone out there, get an estimate of how much it is, and she replace it. We've had a dishwasher replaced. We had a range replaced. We had a the dishwasher arranged. It was some more shit. I can't even think, but Jay takes care of all of that. We had the pool. It was something about the pool. It was only like 250. No, it was $500 replaced. She paid for all of that. She does all of that. Okay, all of that. So again, don't just let your landlord take advantage. You're helping them out just as much as they're helping you out. Okay. Know that. Know that it is a two-way street. They need your money just as much as you need theirs. It is a B and B to B, business to business. Because just because they found you as a tenant, don't mean that they're going to be able to find someone else that's willing to pay that amount of rent. Okay. It may be somebody else to be like, hell no, I ain't paying no 4,500, or I ain't paying no 2,800 or whatever. He tried to play on Bree top. Now let's get into something else right quick. Okay. Now, Bree has been receiving hate mail because of her issue with the fucking court, right? I mean, with this situation. Somebody, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. And I know this ain't nobody but a Robert supporter because they hateful, they spiteful, mean ass people. Hold on one second. Let me put this one in. My thing say 5%. Why is it not charging? Did I unplug it or something? Hold on. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. So some hateful Robert supporter sent her a message and it says, now I'm going to read it exactly like it's written because this is the level of education of people that approaches her, okay? In her inbox. You is one slow bitch buying a everybody nigga a car, trying to run off on the landlord cause you trying to keep with that nigga lie on her to baby daddy about DV, and it was the third baby daddy that give you bumps on the lips the whole time, and no, you ain't that girl. And you, the dumb bitch, scam them people out their money to see them twin girl buy. And stop playing with the Lord. Know damn well you is a evil ass snake that steal other people material because you don't got no motion, and keep the tree humper Walter from around. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, it cut off. From around them. I'm assuming she meant kids. And then it says that got cut off, and it says snake that steal other people material because you do. Oh, I'm sorry, humper, and keep the tree humper Walter from around them kids. Your karma is coming for you, and that nigga ain't going to marry you. But I knew you was a little slow when you brought the ring yourself. Brought, not bought, but brought the ring yourself, and pretend y'all wanna wanna be man got you lie so bad, bitch. Log. I meant she must have meant log off, but she says log, bitch, log. We definitely don't want to see you. 6 kids and single mom and the 3 baby daddy sugar mama. I play in your face to get what I want. Nice job, Johnny boy. Okay. So now, yeah, that is exactly how it was written. Okay. That's exactly how it was written. All right. Now it sounds like Sierra, but I don't know. I'm going to assume that it was a Robert supporter, a dumb motherfucking Robert supporter. Can't fucking write, can't fucking read, can't fucking comprehend, can't fucking do nothing. Okay. All right. Just fucking dumb for no reason, dumb. Dumb for absolutely no reason, dumb. But this is the type of shit that she has to open up her inbox to because one, these people are jealous for what she has going on. They want to destroy her so bad. They say this fucked up ass shit. She says, no one complete grammar correct sentence. No one. She said, not one complete grammatical correct sentence. Not one. Not one. Not one. Okay. But yes, whoever this is or whatever, is dumb. I'm sure they sit amongst those dummies over there. But that's what you get from there. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm so glad and I'm so thankful that we don't have illiterate motherfuckers like that over here. I'm serious. And if you sit over there, you should be embarrassed that some slow, dumb motherfucker probably can't read, can't comprehend, can't write, can't hear, can't see, can't feel, can't taste. They ain't got no man. Kids probably dirty, musty, stinking. You know what I'm saying? Trashy. They probably ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a job writing like that. But they should be embarrassed to have people like that to sit amongst them. Okay? They should be embarrassed. But nevertheless, she said, Amore, y'all ladies, y'all have class. Oh, definitely. First of all, we wouldn't get in nobody inbox talking shit like that, right? I would hope not. She says they are all in her cat and her bank account. This is sad and pathetic. Yes, they're all in her cat and her bank account. I mean, that was just so pure evil. That was so nasty and disgusting, so vile, but that's what's in the hearts of those people. And what's in your heart will come out. She said they are watching Bree, and that's why her numbers are numbered. Exactly. And they will continue. They sometimes we ain't watching you. Bitch, how you get in her inbox if you ain't watching her? How did you get in her inbox if you ain't watching her? Pathetic. All because they think they know something. And all because they're jealous of her and Jonelle's relationship. God damn, they act like her and Jonelle is the only one that has ever had turmoil ever. They better go talk to their mama and their daddy. She said, look at the other message I sent you. She's slow too. Hold on. All right. This is Lysandra right here. She says, I don't think this was no inbox message. I think this is something she posted on her page. This is like a post. It says, good morning, queens and kings. After being in the Latrue saga, here we go. Here go another one. Oh, I'm out of it. I'm done. All of them lies when they say that. Good morning, queens and kings. After being in the Latrue saga, I have seen and heard some things I'm not proud of, even with myself as well. Oh, what? But after last night, I have decided to step away from the evil saga because, for one, no damn one knows each other. And all this talking about people looks and kids have been a little crazy and a disrespectful way to go. Have anyone been paying attention to what is really happening in the world? Every day, someone kids are being missing. Someone mama is getting unalived by a husband, boyfriend, and even their own kids. And we own, I think she mean own, but she says we own, like we own a house. We own here going back and forth with people we never met or will never meet. But let me say this time is here. This time is here. And when I say here, I mean we are living in the end of this world because we need to pay attention to the world events that are happening with our own president. The one everyone wanted because he is the one who is destroying us, and for the evilness people doing all this foolishness stuff and telling lies for cash apps and super stickers. What are you all going to do when the government turns on us? Oh my God. And all of this for a lion ass devil Briana battle. Damn, girl, you said all that to just come around and say all of this for a lion ass devil Briana battle. And I say this, if you badass run into one another, what will you pop off or run? Wait a minute. And I say this, if you badass run into one another, what will you pop off or run and hide or call for backup, meaning the damn police? Have a safe day. Child, go sit your 64-year-old ass down and just, I don't understand why she is even still talking like a badass. I don't get that. Lysandra, please, by all means, girl, you should have tapped out fucking a year ago. Okay? This don't make no sense for you coming on here calling somebody some devil and evil. She don't even know who the devil. She need to look in the mirror, okay? At the devil and the evil person. She's still talking about what they gonna do, pop off or whatever. She 2 years younger. Actually, she's not even 2 years. Did she just turn 64? She turned 65. I think her ass just turned 65. So she's a year younger than my mother-in-law, right? My mother-in-law that's going to be laid to rest tomorrow. Girl, I'm going to need you to get your affairs in before you be next. For real, for real. And I'm not threatening. I'm just saying, girl, too much stress on you will have you under. For real, for real. Because, girl, this just don't make no sense right here at all. She way too old to be involved in this. I could see if she was just listening, but she putting her damn 2 cents all in it and going back and forth, and she was fighting and all that stuff. Girl, if that lady don't go sit down and enjoy life, her last damn days, talking about some evil devil Briana. Anyway, child, when I tell you they want the worst for Bree, their anger comes from not being able to bring Bree down. Let's just keep it a buck. Their anger comes from not being able to destroy her. Y'all, I'm sorry. I just sat here, stuck a piece of candy in my mouth and forgetting I'm online. I don't want to sound like I'm smacking and sound like a whole hog out there. So I apologize. But again, this all comes from them wanting to see her fail, from them wanting to see her down. You know? She says the anger comes from them not being able to destroy her and they can't be her. Exactly. That's it right there. They wanted to destroy her. All them goddamn content creators. But let's be honest. I would be frustrated too if I was a part of a larger group that tried to bring her down and was unsuccessful. You know what I mean? It was a lot of them motherfuckers. A lot of them. They tried hard and they did not succeed at all. Did not succeed. So the reaching out to people that she's doing brand deals with, Getting in her inbox, calling her all type of derogatory names and sounding stupid and illiterate. I hope Bree laugh at you goofy ass motherfuckers. Cause I would. What I told him, you can't bring somebody down that you ain't bring up, boo boo. Kitty. You can't. You can't destroy something that you did not create, boo boo kitty. You can't. You absolutely cannot. I've been told y'all that so long ago. So long ago. I would be embarrassed to sit amongst them. I absolutely would. She says the anger comes from being broken 3 years later, still broke. Big Sis said the anger comes from being broke, and 3 years later, you still broke. Because what did they get them? Especially the bobbleheads that just came into it at the very last minute. You did all of this for nothing. You know what I mean? You got people mad because their records got exposed. They try to say, oh, you doxed people, you talked about people, you did this, and I don't take none of it back. I don't take not one of it back. I don't. I expose you bum bitches for who the bum bitches that you are. I expose that you trying to come out online and talk about people and pop your shit. And you the worst scum that walk the earth. I expose that y'all ain't shit. I exposed at the very, and that was my job. My job was to let you guys know y'all doing all of this trying to put a flashlight on a woman's life, to look at your own life, and every last one of them, they cowed. They got mad. They went and filed charges. Like, I know I'm a crackhead, but you didn't have to tell nobody. I know I ate crack, but you didn't have to discuss that. I know I'm an abusive parent, a negligent mom. You didn't have to tell nobody. I wanted to pretend that I was perfect. I know I've been in jail. I know I get my ass beat by my boyfriend, but you didn't have to expose it. They all got mad when I exposed who they were. You got a woman over there with an eating disorder that she eating herself to death. She's eating and squilling, eating and squilling. She has her homeless ass sister living with her that has the audacity to come online and talk about anybody. You got one over there that sold her body for years or whatever, and she has attention seeking behavior tendencies. You know what I'm saying? One day I wish I would go back and forth with you bitches. To the next day I'm going back and forth with you bitches because I want some attention. I'm an attention seeking whore. These people are sick, absolutely sick. You have these people that came out here hating on Briana, thinking that they live these good ass lives. We've seen men pending goddamn foreclosures. It's been two or three bloggers over there have gotten evicted, and I think Upper is one, and Critter is another one. They've actually got real evictions, and then you got the goddamn sisters can't keep a job. And Lexus can't keep a job. At this point, that motherfucker just need to not work. She need to go do what Dawn did. Just go get some disability because that bitch cannot. She's 40 something, right? Like 42, 43, whatever. She can't even. Who gets fired at 40? Who's getting let go at 40 unless the job is over? Unless they close the contract down. Don't nobody get fired at 40? Can you imagine being let go at 40? Like what you had to set the building on fire or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. She's probably late to work. She probably don't have no car or whatever. She's probably late to work. She probably lazy. Let me tell you something. She look lazy. They both look lazy. They talk plenty of shit on the internet, and that's why they cannot perform their jobs, their work. You know what I mean? She keep losing. I know for a fact that that bitch in the 3 years and had about at least 5 jobs. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's how you know the difference of having a job and a career. Because when you got a career, it takes a lot of leg work to let you go. But when you got a job, they can come in today and tell you your ass is gone. They don't need all that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? When you got a career, they gotta create a file on your ass. They gotta show that you've done this consistently, or they need paper trail. But a job can just say, you know what, I don't like the way your attitude is. Bye. And they can fire you. So the fact that she's had so many jobs and she's got fired, let go from so many jobs, tell me that she's never had a career. But yet she comes on YouTube and say the most disgusting things and sound like a whole retard while doing it. She sounds like these people should, they do pay people to go to school, you know. You could literally get paid to go. These motherfuckers need to go back to school. I'm just, oh my Jesus. They really need to see what type of programs they have in place for them to further their education. You hear me? Then they get mad and they talk about people that don't have to work, whether it's because they already got an income coming in or because they're married and their husband has an income coming in. Right? But these retarded motherfuckers be on here saying the absolute most and then get mad at me like, you dox people, I goddamn right. If you want to call it doxing, call it whatever you want. But what I did is shine a flashlight on you hoes. I shine a flashlight on you hoes. You got two Jehovah Witnesses sister that probably ain't never been inside a Jehovah Witness house, church. They so spiteful. They so nasty. They can't handle shit. They break. You got one over there buying bots by the fucking day. That should be an embarrassment. If y'all see me doing that shit as a supporter of mine, please call me the fuck out. Say more, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's not a good look. And you want to know? She over there buying bots. She didn't even celebrate 12K. You want to know why? Because it's not authentic. If it was authentic, that big bitch would be jumping for joy. Who wouldn't jump when you reach a milestone of 12,000? Hmm? Because she feels guilty that she bought them bitches. I would feel guilty too. I ain't gonna lie. But I wouldn't have done it in the first place. But she bought them bitches, so it means nothing. She like, shit, these ain't real. I'm trying to pass Nate. She over here competing, buying fake ass bots just to say that she has more subscribers. What a sad person you must be. And your supporters see that shit. They should be embarrassed. Some of them probably are. Some of them probably not. And they ain't even fucking with her like that no more. You hear me? They're not even fucking with her like that anymore. They're like, shit, you might see a few of them over there still with shenanigans. But most of it, like, girl, will you stick a donut in your mouth and stop ranting? Just stop. She says, I'm at work now. 5 a.m. is here with bells on. Amore cannot keep me up past 9. I'm about to get off, girl. I'm about to get off. She said, wait, she already at 12K. No, 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 no. Anything is possible. She was at 12K yesterday. Okay. She at 12.1K today. You better stop playing. Don't you forget. It's a hundred bots a day. What you talking about? She said once she just at 11K a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely right. Mm. She over there barely getting the goddamn 200-300 views, and she gaining 100. She gaining 100 subscribers a day. And you know what? I would be embarrassed if I was Creisha and Lupac and Tay Diggs and Harmony Churches and all the motherfuckers over there that's on her side. You hear me? I would be embarrassed. They probably did it too. Shit, who knows? They probably all talked about that shit. Just buy 100 a day and won't nobody know. Oh my God. Anyway. And they want to sit and talk about Bree. They want to sit and talk about Bree. They be trying to talk about me too, but they can't say a fuck shit about me. They can't say nothing. I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never cooked crack soul ass. You know, I ain't never done nothing criminal. Nothing criminal have I ever done anything criminal because I am not a criminal. You hear me? They wanted me to be so bad. Creature could not even answer the question yesterday when I said, I said, I thought you told your people that your case was good. You definitely was gonna get a charge on me. And she couldn't. She didn't even say nothing, y'all. She didn't even say nothing. Talking about some Ted and stop telling them I'm not a gun holder. I am a gun holder. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in her home. She probably do. I don't know. But I was reading a comment, but her illiterate ass came over here. Her big ass, bothered ass jumping in somebody else's. I would never. I ain't jumping in nobody comments like that. I don't give a damn. I have self-control. See, that's the thing that they don't have. These motherfuckers don't have self-control. She couldn't help herself. No, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Even if I want to say something, I wouldn't dare say nothing in their chat. Especially after my lawyer told me it was harassment. I would never go over there and give them the satisfaction of being able to show a judge that I harassed their stupid asses. You hear me? That's why I beat every fucking one of the cases. Every last one of them goofy ass motherfuckers took me to court and lost. They feel like losers all around. They just feel like a bunch of fucking losers. My record's still clean, bitch. My record's still clean. I ain't no criminal, bitch. I ain't no criminal. They wanted me to be criminal so bad. I know self-discipline if I don't know nothing else. And I ain't no dummy. They always calling me dummy because I fuck words up. Bitch, that don't make me dumb. If I'm dumb, why did I have a career that's taking care of me for the rest of my fucking life, no matter where I live? I can move outside the country and still get mad money for the rest of my life. This ain't for no 10 years, 5 years. This is until I lay my head down, I am taken care of. So if I'm dumb, how did I secure that? How did I secure that? Obviously, I'm not that damn dumb. Obviously, I am not that damn dumb. You hear me? So anyway, oh my goodness. So again, Briana K should all teach us something. Briana K should teach us stop just letting people play on you. Just because either you don't have enough confidence, you don't know how to read, you don't know how to negotiate, you let people take advantage of you, you scared of the system, you scared of court. Briana K should teach us all to don't take shit laying down. Fight for what you know is right. When you know you haven't done anything wrong, when you've done everything that you were supposed to do the right way, then don't just accept what anybody give to you. Let Cretia dumbass do that type of stuff. Let Harmony Church dumbass do that type of stuff. Let Lupac dumbass do that type of stuff. Let Tay Diggs dumbass Latte World do that type of stuff. Whoever else that said anything about Briana not paying the money and saying that she should have just paid it and moved on, let their dumbass do that type of shit. Don't be them. Absolutely do not be them. They're dummies. Period. I don't know no other way to say it. Don't be them. And don't listen to people like them. They will steer you in the wrong way. If any of my supporters ever have a problem with anything, right? Like something like that, feel free to reach out and ask one of us, the sisterhood. That's what the sisterhood is for. Bring it to us. Bring it to me. Bring it to Candy. We have degrees. Some of y'all have degrees. A lot of more people in our audience have degrees. Even if we didn't have degree, we have common sense. Our mamas and our daddies told us, don't let people play with you. Don't let people play on your top. You hear me? Don't just take things laying down. Know your rights. Know your rights. You heard a bunch of dumb motherfuckers saying that me showing my gun, my weapon online was a threat. It is not a threat. You have a right to post your weapon. We live in America. The Second Amendment, if you are allowed to carry a weapon, You can post your weapon. Now, you're not supposed to make no threats or nothing, as I did not. But these slow, dumb motherfuckers, like, that's our threat. That's our threat. All because I said I was just rearranging some furniture in my home. That's it. That's all I said. But they're so dumb. They don't know nothing. They're dummity dum dum, diddy dum 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 dum, diddy dum 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 dum. And they come out and they say dumb shit. That's what they do, you know? So, anywho, these people, they really need guidance. You know, I look at them, I look at the one of the ones that just came out, don't know nothing from nothing. I mean, bitch dumb. I mean, just dumb, dumb, childish, immature, all that. Just dummity dumb, right? And man, you kind of feel sorry for these people, but then you can't feel sorry for them because you like, God damn, you ain't even. I be looking at you like you 20 something because that's how you act. But then I have to say, God damn, you 40 something, baby. You down bad. Woo, child, you down bad. She said, Amore and Bree keep them stressed, pressed, and depressed every day, all day. Po things. Yes. Yes, baby. And I will laugh at them every opportunity I get. Every opportunity. You got attention seekers over there. You got whole mental cases over there. They so mental. They spew out their mouths things they don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Just mental. So anyway, again, just crazy. She said, I don't cause. She gonna learn from the fucking with me. Oh yeah, I know, especially that one attention seeker. Baby, I can't wait, child. And you know I'm gonna be right there. I don't even listen, I'm gonna be right. I don't care where I'm at in the world. I will stop what I'm doing and be right there. I'm gonna be right there. And I mean that. I ain't just gonna say it and don't. And then all of a sudden cancel my ticket. I'm gonna be right there. I promise you I will. I'm gonna be right there. Right there. I don't care where it's at. Atlanta, Vegas, Alabama. I'm gonna be right there. It don't matter. I'm gonna be right there. So you ain't even gotta worry about it. She said, I'm working on it now. I know you are. I know you handling your business. They tried the wrong motherfucker. They can show my house. I don't care. But you are not a content creator. You are a supporter. It was Mika Edwina, whatever the fuck her country ass fucking who named a child Ed. You know what? I can't even say that. That's my sister. That's one of my sister-in-law names, Edwina. Jay got a sister named Edwina, but they don't call her that. They call her fuck. I don't even know what they call her, but this bitch name is Edwina. Edwina. Who the fuck? That's why she mad. That's why that bitch mad. She's a over 40 and still toxic, and she will still be toxic. She will be toxic beyond 40. She will be toxic beyond 40. If she make it in it beyond 40. You know what I mean? She said, get them, Candy. Sit mugging ass down. Mugging was wrong. Um, Fee was wrong. Was it more than just those two? I know for a fact we got the footage on that shit. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they are addicted to breathing. But you didn't hear what she said? She said they tried to move on. She can't. She ain't gonna make no money. She can't make no money if they move on. Y'all remember when I moved on and stopped speaking on Briana and I moved on to Cora, I went from $3,500 to $6,000 a month. But now I'm making 9, baby. Almost 10, honey. Stop playing with your girl, baby. I can make money on anything though. I could blog on anything. But I prefer to continue to blog on multiple things and still have this as my core. Because as long as they content creators, they gonna do something crazy and I'm gonna be right here for it. I'm gonna be right here for it. Like, hold on, let me see before I open my mouth. Let me see right quick. Cause I got something else to blog on, but let me just see. Let me see before I open my mouth. Before I open my mouth. Before I open my mouth. Hold on. I gotta check before I open my mouth. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Have y'all wondered? Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I want to ask a question. Hold on. Child, child, you bet you for real. This shit about to be funny. Now I don't know how true this is, y'all. Let me look right quick. Let me see. I don't want to say it before. Hold on. Let me put it on mute right quick. Hold on, y'all. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. That explains a lot. Mm-mm-mm. Cha, cha, cha. This explained a lot. Y'all, I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know how true this is. I'ma wait. I'ma wait on this stuff I just learned. I'ma wait. I want the development of that right there. She said you only can give memberships from a Lampo laptop now. I just discovered that yesterday. Well, anyway, y'all, that's what I wanted to put out. She said drinking hard liquor with no stomach, Veronica. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Let me say this before I get off. It says I have 4 minutes and 24 seconds left for super chat. So if anybody plan on sending me a super chat, y'all got under 4 minutes to do so. Okay, hint, hint. Anyway, but why? Okay, so I may be saying this prematurely, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why in the world is Robert all the way over in Colombia and has not linked with his brother yet? She said a more chat looks like money, and it is money, baby. Why is he all the way? Hey, honey, I'm about to go to sleep now, baby. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I'm live. Hey, Tanya. Hey, baby, 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 baby. Jay, did you bring me something to eat? I thought you was asleep. Baby, you didn't bring me nothing. Nothing. I thought you was sleeping. What'd y'all eat? We went to that little breakfast place. How was it? Would I have liked it? Probably not. You probably like the catfish. You didn't bring me no catfish. I didn't bring you nothing. I thought you was sleeping. I'll get you. I'll order you something. You didn't bring me nothing. No, baby. Oh, you wasn't thinking about me.
Hold on. I told little man, I said, little man, you should get her more of this catfish. I said, but she probably not gonna eat it.
Okay. Well, at least you did think of me. All right. Well, anyway, he ain't bring me shit, y'all. But why in the world is he over there and has not linked with his brother? Have y'all thought about that? Neither one of them has said anything. Oh, am I mute? Oh. She said, I'm more mute because the trolls listen. Child, I don't give a fuck about them trolls, child. I don't give a fuck. She said they jealous of each other. Yes, Rita, I think the same. He doesn't even know the name of some of the men. Watch how they roast his 27 piece in the comment. He was talking about Briana last night, though. I peeped that live. I was in there. He was like, y'all keep on asking me about my ex-wife. First, he kept saying girlfriend, and somebody in the audience said wife, and he was like, okay, wife then. He was like, oh, thank you, Tiff. I mean, not Tiff, but thank you, TC. She said, TGIF, Amora's blessings, and thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Wait a minute, I just got something that came in. Ooh. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Ooh, we got some tea that's boiling over here, baby. But baby, I'm gonna have to come back to y'all after all of it hit the fan, baby. But I want to end this one. Oh, thank you, Break Room. She said, since you already thanked me, twin. Love you back, baby. Love you back. But hey, Break Room, I'm gonna call you when I get off the phone because something is brewing. But listen, y'all, this right here concludes the Briana did the right thing. Them people over there are stuck on stupid. We will wait till October the 9th and they will have egg on their face. But I doubt if they come back out and speak on it when the landlord loses. The landlord was absolutely in the wrong. Creisha's dumb. Tati Tater Tots dumb. Harmony Church dumb. Lupac dumb. Now this they dumb if they said the man is in the wrong. I mean the man is in the right. Now I do know Creisha said the man was in the right and that Briana was given all type of grace and she was the one that was in the wrong. So Creisha definitely dumb because I heard her say that. Now I didn't hear Tater Tot say that the man was in the right. I didn't hear Harmony Church say the man was in the right. And I didn't hear Lupac say the man was in the right. But if they did, then they're dumb. Okay. But Creisha definitely said it, so she's dumb. All right. But y'all, I gotta thank y'all for these super chats, and I gotta get off because baby, when I tell y'all something is brewing right now, something is brewing. I got some more tea to bring y'all. Oh, thank you, Marissa. Thank you so very much for throwing that paintball as my sis, my little sis be saying the paintball. She says, keep doing it. Keep doing you go. I sent a picture of the little loud talkers to your inbox. Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's have something. We're gonna do. Me and Miss Glenn was talking about it. Listen, yeah. I'm gonna get with you in my inbox, okay? I'm gonna get with you in my inbox. I'm gonna get with you in my inbox. Listen, thank you. She said, "Don't leave us hanging anymore. Just wait. We gotta get it. We gotta get it all. We gotta get it. Just know it's gonna be some tea coming, okay? Let me get it all. Let me get it all. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want the tea to overflow. She said, I need to hear it. Let me get it all. Let me get it all. Let me get it all. I don't have it all right now, and I don't want to mess it up. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, of course I cannot see who sent me a super chats on here on my laptop or whatever. My iPad. It does not tell me. I don't know how to do that. Only thing I see is Marissa. I don't see nobody else. I know more people sent it, but I just can't see it. I don't know why it does that. But oh, thank you. She said the goat keeps striving, Queen. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So I don't know how to go back and thank all of y'all besides just putting it on my board. And my big sis Glenn told me not to. Don't do that. So I don't want to be on nobody's board. Don't tell nobody how much I give you. I'm like, okay. So, but thank y'all so very much for those that sent a super chat. I do appreciate y'all so very much. But y'all, I got some brewing. It is coming down the pipe. You hear me? So anyway, let me get off before and let me find out all the news so I can come back. Now we're gonna have a busy afternoon, well, evening around 6 o'clock. So if I'm able to come back before then and drop the tea, I will. Okay. And listen, it is what it is. You hear me? When it hit the internet, who business is it? It's everybody business. Okay. When it hit the internet, it is everybody business. Okay. So I'm gonna go and say in advance, don't be getting mad because I don't give a damn if you let it hit. She said, we know you appreciate us more. Thank you so very much, Glenn. Appreciate that. If you let it hit the internet, if you let it hit my ears, we gonna talk about it. Okay. We gonna talk about it. That's what we gonna do. She says, I need that brew or more shit. Oh, you gonna know, you gonna know, you gonna know, you gonna know, you gonna know. Anyway, but let me finish listening to it and I'm gonna get back with y'all. I love y'all. Wait a minute, hold on. Candy just sent me some. Hold on. Oh, Candy sent it to me. Okay, hold on. All right, so Candy sent it. I don't know how she can see it and I can't. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna say them fast because she got it going fast. Binky Bink, Mama Twins, Candid Eye, Sassy D, Lynn Ross, Barbara Clark, Cynthia, I Am Glenn, Jasmine, Candy Eye, Tina D. It's going fast. Tamira, oh shit. Candy Eye, Tamira, Vibe with TC, Break Room, Marissa, Vibe with TC again. Okay, that's it. Thank you so very much. Thank you for sending me that. She sent me a screenshot of all the super chats, y'all. All the supers and all the super chats. All right. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, love. Thank you, Tammy B. Appreciate you. So listen, let me go listen to this news. Glenn Vet says she cannot see you. Glenn Vet says she can't see you. She said, for real, she probably don't have a block. She said, Candy is the bomb. She is the bomb. So y'all, this is too funny, but I am going to come back and we're gonna talk about it, okay? But again, oh, thank you, X7. Appreciate you. Listen, y'all. What I was about to say. Don't y'all think it's rather funny that Robert has not linked up with his brother? He has not linked up with his brother. She said, "This is how you can see it." How can you see it? Oh, let me see if I could do that. Let me go to it and see. I don't see what you just did. I don't see that. Anyway, she said, I don't think he's in Colombia. Oh, you don't? To what? Y'all lying. Y'all don't think he in Colombia? She says, I think he in Puerto Rico, not Colombia. For real? Let me see. Hold on. Ooh, let me see. 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 Hold on. Ooh. I don't know, y'all. Y'all don't think he in Colombia? No, I'm trying. I think his brother would have at least picked him up from the airport. Hmm. He's not. He got there too fast. It takes 7 to 9 hours to get there, and if there's no delays. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Ooh. So, mm, y'all got me. Oh. I'm gonna find out. I'll find out. I'll find out. Okay. I'm gonna find out. Now y'all got me interested. All right. I'm gonna find out. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. I'm gonna find out. Okay. I'm gonna find out. Okay. All right, y'all. She said, I said in the sisterhood that he was not in Colombia. Someone go listen to what the flight attendant said. It says, welcome to, I don't know what it said. It's about 1:30 on the video. I'll find out, Tamira. I'll let y'all know next live. I'm going to find out. Thank you, Tamira. Thank you. Thank you, X7. She said I didn't say her name. Yes, I did. I said you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey. I'm going to find out and I'm going to let y'all know. Okay? So let me go do some research, but I got to go tap into this right quick. And I'm going to hit y'all back. I may be coming back live before the wake tonight. Okay? All right, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Bye, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot I'm on my phone. I'm up here trying to turn off the iPad.
Cause they can't make a dollar without mentioning down one of our names. Jay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there. She
kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family. These motherfuckers don't be wanting to bless no damn body. Cause they can't make a dollar without mentioning down one of our names.